big tick, yeah.
Have you had a wee?
No, she's worried because of all the cars.
Big time, Chris.
Into Market Town.
Probably.
Picture as well.
Grandad, Michael,
Ah.
around you silly brat.
He's there now.
Tracy.
Here speaks the voice of experience. Get down, ship!
Good job.
See if you can slip again, Mike.
Now they're dear, aren't they?
I know, they're about £5 or £6 a pound.
That's not the road we came in on, is it?
They look like they could be llamas.
Yeah, that one's... Yeah, it's about right. Upside down, Tracy.
Yeah, I haven't got Peyronie's disease.
Somebody can have them, Lynn. Will you?
I want a little hot dog.
Just said it's Peppa Pig. What's to do with his Nigel and Peppa Pig? Oh, look.
Did I see her crying? Has Chris drove off straight in the car?
No, he ain't going nowhere. He's coming, look.
Yeah, Mia. Yeah.
Looks everybody together, Deborah.
It does.
Mookie
Oh,
moo. As Eddie looks.
Yeah.
All right,
Say hello, Grandpa.
Got breakfast on the ferry to give it a step. Stuff.
Swim in the sails up. I want to hire a boat.
Yeah, now the sausage. Come on, Nigel, turn.
Where's Mia?
Sausage, alright. Ready?
Yeah, it's normally over a wall.
When are you going to have a run down the pier?
Easy. This is high tide. Me wonders. Everyone's at the bathroom.
throttle up now. Clearly not being maintained. Yep. Well, this ain't the right way, is it?
It is. I think. Oh, I know where I've gone wrong. I took a right instead of a left. Oh, that leads you to the entrance. Where's this go? Yeah.
Joshua is lost. Well, this is just about where you started.
Just go round in a circle. No, I know where I'm going.
It looks like it.
I'm a genius. I'm a genius.
You brought us back to where we started. You're going back to where you started.
It's the entrance. It's cheating. You've got to go out the exit.
Exactly. Just ask your dad. Have you?
Yeah. Dada!
You're blooming useless, you are.
We may continue, Christopher, and we will carry on recording whilst we drive. Oh, I can't put my arms still. Ah,
Oh, the sky then.
so where's this? And is this the same freshwater guy yet, is it?
When your cloud's on 4,
I'm going in.
try some others.
The other week, he was lovely.
Don't tell him that. Oh Michael.
They're lovely, ain't they? Ain't they? He's saying, come on, love. Come on, Beto. Look at him wagging his tail.
I'm walking like this.
There ain't no problem, am there?
Pretty nice.
Say, come on, Petal, let's have a kip. You got your thong on. You got no knickers on? Tracy after having a little whittle. Like Venus. He's taking fab. Them guns. Oh, look the guns, Tracy, what we're doing. Not bored by the sign. Just ask.
No.
Look at the ends. Look at the old today.
Under at the mover.
should,
Your mum?
No, I should walk around a bit.
once you've found this, it will give you the local code.
Well, see last year.
Dad,
What?
you can tell the originals on like big, thick slates. Ones that got on there like house slates.
What way?
So you pull that until the string's tight in position, then you fire it.
On the grass.
Very low, you can just go. I'll probably get the morning salt. Alright. Dad.
Where's the Baptist concert then? Come back later and they'll probably be rehearsing, you know. Oh, yeah, this now, if you don't know, dead. I mean, you'd probably be dead anyway.
What's for it to drop down? I wonder why they had that.
What?
I wonder why they had that.
The well?
Yeah.
I mean, the building of these, Chris. Do you know what I mean?
Blackpool Beach. He pushed me all the way down the beach. Got his nose in my back. Just
Run the wheel.
well, what's after that, right?
Along with him in the stable at the very end is our 9-year-old Jill. At the moment, our other 3 donkeys are down in the field. Down there we have Jack, who is Jill's half-brother, who is also 9. With him is our youngest donkey called Jigsaw, who is only 6. And also down there is our oldest donkey called Joseph, who is in fact 25.
Wow.
Now, 25 years for a donkey is about middle-aged, as they can live up to about 50, depending on how well you treat them. But Joseph is retired from working, as he did serve 17 years on this wheel. It was in fact last summer, that is when he decided to go on strike this. But we do try and make sure Joseph comes up every day for his TLC so he doesn't get forgotten about. Now all of our donkeys do take it in turns to come up here at the castle and work on the wheel. Their maximum workload is only 3 to 4 minutes a day. Each demonstration they do on the wheel should only last about 30 to 45 seconds long for a constant, slow, steady speed. But sometimes they do feel the need to walk it a little bit quicker, and it only takes them about 10 seconds. Now, all of our donkeys are only trained to walk the one way. If we wanted to retrain them to walk the other way to put the bucket back down, it would take about another 2 to 3 years to retrain them to walk the other way. So at the end of every demonstration, what we do is once Jimbo's brought the bucket up, he'll then come off the wheel and stand where you are there. Then it is up to me to get on the wheel and walk it back down myself. But I don't complain because it does keep me fit and I don't need 3 to 4 years of training for it either, so everyone's happy. Plus, when I do walk on the wheel, I can tell if there is anything wrong with it to whether our donkey should be working it that day or not. At the moment, the wheel is working really well, but it is just that little bit noisy. Now, I'm going to get Jimbo to do this demonstration at the end because he's falling asleep there. I'm just going to tell you a bit about the wheel itself and our wheels now. In addition to it is the flooring. Because before donkeys walked on the wheel, it was powered by either 2 men or 2 women. Now, they mainly used prisoners as there was a military prison on site. If not any of the time, that is when they would have had to have gone down into Carisbrooke village and got 2 village people. Now, to make it a bit easier for them, there was oak steps and treads that used to run around the whole of the wheel. Now, unfortunately, we're not too sure when donkeys were first introduced to the wheel, as it isn't written down in any records, so I can't give you a date. But when they were, that is when the flooring that is when the flooring would have been changed to sleep there, because as it's a flat surface, it is a lot easier and is a lot safer for the donkeys to walk on. Now, to bring a full bucket of water up from the very bottom, you would have to turn this wheel 17 times just in this direction, just to bring the 1 10-gallon bucket of water up from the bottom. Then simply turn around on the spot and do the whole 17 turns the other way to lower the bucket back down again. Now, all of that walking does take between 8 to 15 minutes, and if you look at the size of the castle and imagine how many people would have been living here at the time, that 1 bucket wouldn't have gone very far, which is why they would have had to have walked it all day, every day, to make sure there was enough water for everyone to sample in the castle. But that is the wheel there. I'll just tell you about the wheels now. Now, this is the second well on site. Have any of you made it up into the keep yet? A few of you have yet? Up in the keep is where the first well was ever built. That one was built back in 1070 by a family called the Dreadfair family. Now, the well up there doesn't tap into any major water source, that is from here. That one purely relies on rainwater and drainage water to fill it, which can be unreliable, as the founder at the time did find out, because they came under siege by King Stephen and his men. They went up into the keep to see if they had enough water to see them through the siege. That well up there was bone dry, so they had to give the castle up. So that is when King Stephen took over and he commissioned the digging of this well. Now, this well just took over a year to dig. By the same too many started, by the same that finished. Now, that is pretty remarkable, considering that the well is 161 feet deep. At the moment, we have 12 metres of water at the bottom of this well, as every 2 weeks it gets measured by the Environment Agency. Because the water at the bottom of this well is the water that is used to measure the Isle of Wight's water table. So there is always a constant supply. But unfortunately, the water itself isn't used for drinking anymore, because the amount of things that have been accidentally dropped down there has probably contaminated it by now. Things like glasses, wallets, purses, mobile phones, cameras, car keys, watches, and even a pair of false teeth was managed to which is one of the reasons why we don't drink it today. And also, over the years, people have been dropping coins down the well, and that's actually grown to about 4 feet deep of them, which is probably also contaminated the water, which is another reason why we don't drink it today. But the well itself has actually featured in a book and a film called The Moon Fleet, but it is just mainly used for demonstrations and for measuring the island's water table. And that is if they've got to tell you how Jimbo's going to do what he does best. When he gets back on the wheel, he is only going to turn it 2 times, which will bring an empty bucket up about 20 feet. So if you just bear with me while I put him back on the wheel, I'll take the brakes off and I'll ask him to walk on the wheel. Oh, then you. Get back there. Good boy. Good boy. He's a good boy. Kind of messed up. Right, do you want to walk on them? Do you want to walk on them? Walk on them. Okay, now just to finish off for you, I'm just going to drop some water down the well. Now it takes about 4 to 5 seconds for it to hit the water surface at the bottom. Do feel free to count and I can do one of those for you. Again? But that is the end of the demonstration, but if you do have any questions, I'll try my best to answer them for you. If not, you are better off going into the museum. But thank you very much for coming in here, and I do hope you enjoyed the rest of your visit. Thank you.